And we are live. 你好嗎？我點啊？是吧？你好嗎？ We are live from HK, and tonight on the Super Sunday Lego, we have some of my good friends. We have ABC from Queensland, Australia.
Yo.
We have got
Why are you sounding like an
Darren.
American?
Hi everyone.
This is my radio voice, and today we have got James, my good friend from Victoria, another Victorian. We got two Vickies in the house, two Queenslanders, and a New South Welshman and an expat. So we have Joe there. We have got RRB, my fellow New South Welshman. Go the cockroaches! Bring it on, man.
Yeah, go the cockroaches.
Go the cockroaches. So what's been
Screw
going
Queensland.
on? Screw Queensland. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Dre.
Easy.
Easy. No. She got upset. She's gone. Whoosh. She's gone. She's gone. Whoosh.
The NBN probably dropped out on her again.
Yeah,
yeah.
Shuri's internet's been a bit funny lately, man.
Yeah.
I think.
Remember, she dropped out low on Friday night on us, so.
Oh, she did too. She did too. She dropped out quite early. Yeah. Well, all good. So, what has been happening in the wonderful world of Lego? Joe, I think, has got an exclusive. Joe, what do you got? Tell me what you got.
I got Series 90 or Series 18 minifigs, guys.
No way.
Fresh off the press here. So I intentionally grabbed 3 random ones so it'll be a little bit more exciting opening it.
Oh, dude, I love it. Love it. Awesome. That's really good, man. So that's some hot off the press Series 18. And talking about April Fools. Oh, did anyone get sucked in that the UCS Falcon is being taken down? There's no more Falcon? No, I didn't think so. No one gets sucked in apart from me, but Series 18 is not going to be released today. It's Easter Sunday. I did. I didn't bloody believe it. I should have gone and got a box. Anyway,
what is it? I know there's places that broke the embargo, but today was the official day worldwide, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, Joe. There were 2 places over here that broke the embargo, and needless to say, they're not open today.
All right, I'm going one of the 3's the clown. Anyone else got any guesses?
Yeah, I'm going to go a brick person because apparently they're quite common.
Which one?
The red brick, red brick costume.
Okay, so we got the clown man. So the clown man, the red brick, and what do you reckon, James?
I reckon a cowboy. Yeah.
Okay, so I couldn't find the scissors with short notice, so I've got a knife. I'll just sort of I'll cut the tops off, and then I'll just tip them out on the bed here. So I think that's the quickest. Either that, or I can try and chew them open, but it usually doesn't work that well.
I'm wishing Joe luck. I hope you get a policeman, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
All right. Okay, so we got number. Hang on, I'll just turn the screen around. Hang on.
Because Joe, the policeman is 1 per box.
All right, so this is number 1. Oh no! It's a blue brick man.
Blue brick woman or whatever.
Nice.
It's a brick woman. Sorry, yeah.
No, not bad.
Not bad. All right, number 2. Hang on.
2.
Oh, the thingy just come out. Hang on, where are we here? Number 2 is. Oh, you're right. It's the cowboy one.
Hey!
Wow.
It's a cowboy. It's a cowboy girl.
Wow.
That's
Cowboy
pretty
girl.
good.
It's an awesome torso.
Oh no, sorry. No. It's a bloke. It's a bloke with. Oh no, sorry. I just thought he had long hair. So
that's the horse's tail.
That's actually really nice printing on the torso. They've stepped it up a bit this year. That's real nice.
Nice.
Jeez, that's very nice. All right, number 3. Hang on.
Number 3. Guesses.
People.
What's
Policeman. I've got it.
I'm still standing by the clown.
Nah. Hang on.
Woman.
Oh, hang on. It is one of the ones. Oh,
black?
sorry. Hang on. There we go.
Oh.
Hang on. It's the
Spider.
spider one.
Oh,
It's
Spider
the
Girl.
It's the spider girl. I, to be honest with you, I kind of wanted that one.
Oh, there you go.
You'll have some fun photographing that one, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
With that spider, you'll be able to force perspective on it really well and do some cool stuff with it.
Well, do you know what there is? There's actually a big redback out the back on the dog's pool thing, so maybe I could use that.
Redback on the bloody pool fence. Oh, no.
Hey?
You got a redback
Yeah.
on the pool fence. Oh no.
Well, I was thinking I could like stir the redback up and get it sort of in the shot or something. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But
Just don't get
Exactly.
bit in the process, bro.
Even the spider, like it's hard to see. Obviously, my camera probably won't be good enough to see it, but you can. Even the printing on this torso is really nice.
The prints for
Okay.
this series, from someone I know that got them early, they reckon the prints have really been stepped up in quality.
Yeah. Even the backs, like on the back of this one, there's probably about there'd have to be at least 50 or 60 lines on the back of the spider one showing the joints on her jumper.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with them, so I'm sure I'll work out something.
Yeah,
The
man.
brick man. So I wonder you could probably
you'll
you'll be able to like attach.
get some cool.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I was just saying, you'll be able to like attach all sorts of shit to the front of the brick man. Look, it's like a proper brick.
Yeah, yeah. You can brick him up.
Yeah.
Doing him into a wall.
Yeah, but that's cool. I'd say honestly at Dreamworld here for these first few days, the chances of you getting a police ban are literally they'd be less than 1 in 60. They'd be more like 1 in 320 because they're getting hammered.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
And
kicking myself.
by rights, they shouldn't be pulling another box out until the whole box is sold.
Well, that's what I said. I sort of said to old mate, I was like, "Oh, do you have any fresh boxes sitting there behind the counter you can pull out for me?" And he's like, he sort of knew exactly what I was trying to do, and he was like, nah. So I was like, so when he said that, I was like, oh, I'll just pick 3 random ones, see how I go.
Yeah.
What were you looking for,
And
Joe?
Flash Pants just joined us in the chat.
Oh, Flashy, I've got to bring the chat up.
Joe, what are you looking for?
Mate, to be honest with you, I thought it'd be cool to get a policeman, and then I was going to sell it and get like $50 for it. That's what I was going to do.
Are they
But-
$50?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say more. But just looking at it,
Yeah.
the clown one's pretty cool, and probably that dragon one, man. That dragon one's
Dragon Suit, good.
Yeah, that's legit too. That's a cool one.
yeah. I'd
It's
say that
$50.
definitely be.
$50.
Mm-hmm.
Have a look on. I'm not sure on Bricklink, mate, but if you look on
I'll go
Fleabay,
eBay.
it'd be reasonably inflated, I'd say. But maybe not. Maybe not because they've officially released now, so maybe not.
Hang on, let's see if I can find one first.
No, they were going 50 to 70.
If you consider
Yeah,
the
they-
rarity of them in a box, they'll probably be 45 to 50 for quite a while.
So guys,
Yeah,
tell me,
there's-
is that similar to the gold minifig guy,
No.
or is that
No,
like
he
the
was-
polybag?
He was Mr. Gold was one of 5,000.
Mm.
There's only 5,000 that exist. There's one on eBay that's $57 posted, but not sold, obviously.
Far out.
Yeah, what they're asking, what they're getting, is
Oh,
another
that's
matter.
interesting.
They're asking 50 to 70.
The whole
Yeah.
set is already as cheap as $96,
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Mm.
excluding the policeman, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, they had about 6 or 7 policemen up before, so I wouldn't be surprised that they've sold already.
No,
Yeah.
I looked at the sold listing. Nothing was sold yet for the policeman.
Yeah, but depends on where
Well-
they are on the board too. We were looking all over before, so.
Well, in Australia, none are sold. There's
Yeah.
only one listed in Australia at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that there would have been Gold Coast locals there waiting at 9 o'clock, man, because
Yeah.
they had a
Yeah,
couple of
that's-
boxes out, like not actually where they keep them. They had them like up on one of the stands this morning, and then they would have got
Can't believe-
hounded.
I can't believe people waste their time doing that. That's crazy.
Flash Pants has commented, I saw Series 18 in my local. and the 4 boxes on Show No Policeman, they had been AFOL.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
I wouldn't say A-fold. I would say scalped. That's what I would
Scalped.
say. That's not A-fold.
True.
Yeah, pretty
Seagull.
much. So.
I think Seagull is probably the team you're looking for.
Seagull, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like right.
Yeah.
Just about right, dude.
But the chances of a kid getting one out of these boxes is going to be very, very slim. I mean, if I
Buckley's
was
a
good at
nut.
feeling them up, I'd feel a set out for a kid who was really desperate for them. For sure. Because I'm not that good at it, I'll admit.
Yeah, well, neither am I, mate. Neither am I.
That's why I just buy a whole box full.
Same.
Yeah,
So
when I was hunting for the dolphin, the Batman dolphin one, I tried myself like literally like 6 or 7 times. Then I ended up getting Obi-Wan sort of ended up helping me get one, and then I traded in one of the ones I'd already opened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And he's like, "How can you not feel it, man? It's literally like the biggest thing in the whole box."
Yeah.
You're like, I just can't, man. I just can't.
Several shops will actually open them up and then sell them for a slightly higher price, so you know what you're getting.
Oh, okay.
They do that,
Yeah, right.
They do that over here. They do that at Inns Point. You'll see a guy have about 4 boxes, open them all up, and then just part out each one, and you just buy the individual minifigure you want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you that, Joe,
Just
when you get
like
over
I
here.
said, right,
I'll show you that shop when you get over here, Joe. We'll go to Inns Point. I'll show you it.
How far away would the Series 18 be from Hong Kong then? Or are they there today?
They're here. They're here. I thought it was a hoax, so I didn't bloody go. I'm an idiot.
Oh, because
I
it's
thought it
April
was a-
Fool's Day.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, right.
Yes, mate. So I got sucked in. Oh, damn. Not happy. I would have been there, bro. I would have been there. Anyway,
All right.
Hey,
you
Joe.
get that?
Joe.
Yes, mate. Yes.
Another thing about the Mr. Gold and the policeman per se, since it's 1 per box or whatever it is, I have a feeling that if a scalper held onto it for a long period of time, it would go up in value because Mr. Gold, I remember when he was out in packs, he was going for $500, and now he's up to $2,000 plus, and he actually sells for $2,000 plus only a few years later. So.
Rough.
Yeah.
I think a few people will hold on to that policeman. I'm not saying they're going to go for 1,000. They'll go for over 100 though once it's retired.
Yeah. Sure.
Totally.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to love yous and leave yous, guys. I just wanted to open those up, and I got packing and all sorts of stuff to do before this.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
Can't wait.
you're going to Hong Kong, aren't you, dude?
He's coming to the hood.
On Tuesday, bud. On Tuesday, so getting close.
Awesome. Got to
right,
send
guys.
you a number privately, Joe, so you can get us on the dog and bone, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. So I purchased like a travel pack thing on my phone just in case, so I can still use it if I have to. So I'm hoping I don't. I'm hoping to rely on like Wi-Fi and that. So.
Yeah, I know. Pretty Wi-Fi in most of the hotels and around the city is quite good.
Yeah. All right, sweet guys. All right, enjoy the rest of your stream.
Yep, we will.
All right, dude. Have
Cheers,
fun.
Joe.
See ya.
Have
See ya.
fun.
See you, mate.
All right.
Break on. And that was our mate Joe dropping in.
Tim, you have to get when he's in Hong Kong. You got to get him over to your place and on a stream with you in the same room.
Yeah, bro.
That'd be good.
Dude.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, just hold a special stream to do it.
Yeah, we'll just do a impromptu, mate.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool.
Oh, you don't have to do it from your place. You can just do it from anywhere where you can get a quiet spot, top of a building somewhere. Something be really cool.
Yeah. I'll probably ICF Tower or something. That'd be cool.
So Flash Pants reckons the policeman is a misfit of the series and is only there to spoil the party.
Oh man, really? Oh, far out. Flash, what, dude? Seriously, dude. What a comment! What a comment in the chat. Oh, Flash Pants. My goodness.
It's a big party too. It's a pretty big party as well. It's a lot of party minifigs in that series.
Oh yeah.
I personally think it's the best series they've released, but except the fact that they limited the policeman, I don't think that was fair.
You know, I've seen people say it's the worst series they've ever released. I'm like, what? How's that possible?
Yeah, how can you say that?
It's given you a lot of figures you can really use in rather different ways to what you've been able to use previously.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good parts gone along with it, which is another thing. A lot of the accessories are really cool.
Yeah. Like I was really surprised by that. That was on Instagram. People were saying that it's the worst series. And like,
look, this series has really left itself open for a lot of the characters. For example, there's parts you could use to say one that I've been thinking of, and I don't care. As you all know, I share my ideas. I think there's a lot of parts in this one that would be cool to sort of use for an Alice in Wonderland theme mock. I think there's a lot of parts that you could use there, like the big hat on the clown and stuff like that. So a few bits in there that would lend itself to those sort of things. So just because I've been looking at it previously to do something like that, and there just hasn't really been the parts there for it. So like to do that Mad Hatter's Tea Party, for example, there's some parts in this one that actually enable that to happen at minifig scale. Because one thing I have looked at doing, and this again, I don't care sharing. I wanted to do sort of like a minifig scale Mad Hatter's Tea Party, but then have it sitting on a brick built Mad Hatter's Tea Party where the figures are brick built and bigger again. So you have like a scene, the same scene recreated on the table.
Wow.
And then maybe even do a micro scale one on the table for the minifigures. You know, just keep building it as many times as you can, the same scene over and over, and just make it really spastic.
That's cool. I like that. I like that.
If you're going to do something tripping like that, you might as well make it really, really out there, you know. So
totally, yeah. That is so.
It might be one I don't get around to for a few years. So someone beats me to it. Good on you.
Well, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. But you must show it. You must show us all on the Sunday Super Sunday stream. You must show us your idea. Yeah. So that's all good.
Who even invited a policeman to the party? Not a really cool move.
Yeah, Constable Plod.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Douglas in the house, I see. That's good. Nice to see you in the house, Douglas.
Yeah.
All good.
Hopefully
so, do we want to broach the topic? ABC was a bit.
Yes.
She doesn't sort of know how to. Oh, okay, RRB. He's champing at the bit. I'm going to kick the footy to you, buddy. What
was the topic again?
Well, it's Resurrection Sunday, so if you could resurrect a Lego set and bring it today, what would it be, and what would you make differently in it? Go, RRB.
Do you mean a set or a whole theme? Could it be both?
It can be both if you want. Why not? Why not?
Be both.
Yeah, dude.
One of my favorite one-time only themes, because it was only one wave, was Aqua Raiders. 2007.
Yeah.
Absolutely love. I absolutely love that wave, because it was only one wave. I don't know why they didn't do more, but yeah. I have all those sets. Those are great sets. Really good. But I haven't, obviously the newer underwater kind of water themes are branded under City now. So you don't get that extra, theme like Aquanauts, Aquazone, Aqua Raiders. You don't get an extra side theme that's actually for underwater. Yeah, I just love. I would love to see Aqua Raiders return, make a comeback. That not branded under that name, but something kind of like that with submarines and underwater bases. And I absolutely that was one of my favorite single time Lego themes of all time.
Any idea for a mock that you could make out of that idea, RRB? Anything you think you could make a bit?
Well, I love I loved the Crab Crusher, which was the big submarine that came with the big crab. That was a great set. And then the Aquazone, the Aqua Base Invasion set. That was the big underwater base. If they did something like that, again, just an underwater based theme. You know, I'd love to see, because I could make a huge mock with the Aquarator sets that I have, because it was a big wave for that time. It was about, I think it was 12 sets in one wave in 2007, which was a big wave back then.
That was a big one.
Yeah, so
would have got more in a year. Other than that, probably would have been Space, Classic Space prior to that.
Yeah, you know, that was a big wave, one time wave, and I could make a huge mock with the sets I have now, but if they added more, man, I'd be all over that. I'd be getting every set and building some sick underwater base. And now that they brought blue base plates back, even better. Yeah. There you go.
One thing about underwater is, or any of that underwater stuff is, from a play value point of view, you've got 3-dimensional play because you can play up and down as well as on the bottom. So the only way you get 3D play otherwise in Lego is if you introduce either spaceships, helicopters, or aeroplanes. Whereas in an underwater scene, you have submarines, divers, the actual people can move in 3 dimensions, which how do you make that happen easily in any other play theme? So from a playability point of view, it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, like there was one exclusive in that wave, which was a submarine, a little submarine that came with a shipwreck.
Yeah.
You know, you've got that extra, it was, you know, really cool sets. And as you said, you can play with it above the water, under the water. You can mix it with city sets because it is underwater. You can go on the Coast Guard and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'd love to see them do an underwater theme again, just something like that.
I mean, as you said, they've done a few Knights of the City theme, but yeah, I think a standalone underwater theme again would be a good thing.
Yeah,
and there's a lot more cool parts now to use that they don't even have to make new tooling for. There's just parts there already begging to be used for it. So I think Lego really have to look at that too. How can we use the part moldings we've already got, but just maybe do a different color run or even a specialist color run? Because I think underwater stuff, as an example, would look really cool. Like I like the yellow theme stuff, which was it Aquanauts or?
Yeah, that was Aquanauts. Yeah.
But
and
could you imagine
both yellow,
with a mix of some metallic grey parts in the sets and stuff like that as well, just to give it a different touch?
Well, Aquarators was also yellow. Yeah, that was also yellow.
But you know, you could add things like the propeller housings, for example, and do them in a metallic grey, or even the propellers in metallic grey, to give it a different spin on it.
And they had those hexagonal pieces that came with those submarines. That were cool.
Yeah. So there's just a few parts there. The mouldings they've already got, if they just rework the colour range a bit, would give it a new lease on life and give them a chance to introduce some new parts. I mean, creating molds is a very expensive thing. You're looking at $40,000 to $100,000 for a mold, depending on the intricacy of parts. So if you can recycle old molds, because they never throw them away, by the way, if you can recycle an old part mold and make it in a new colour, then it's given you a new range of parts that you can use in a new series. And it makes it economical for them. At the moment, they've got to hunt that economical point, because that's how you make more profit. If you can make new parts from old molds, in other words, new colour range, you've won, because you're not having to make all new molds. Well, and now they've got this 2 colour moulding stuff they can do. It's going to make it easier. What do you got there, Tim?
Like the new colour from the diner, like you know, that is a piece that we all know, for a plate. But that colour moulding, you know, has got, you know, bringing that back for the diner has really made a really damn good thing for us as AFOLs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I found, Tim, with what Lego's doing nowadays, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot with they have that kind of, it's like a unwritten rule that they have to have a theme run for 2 years at a minimum, like just to develop a storyline and all that kind of stuff. But back, you know, only 10 years ago, themes could run one wave, 6 months, and then that's it. You know, it did have a storyline, but it wasn't over the top for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
you know,
but
like
they were trying anything to turn a profit. Like they weren't going so well about 10 years ago. So,
but I think the difference now is that they've probably done their research. Kids prefer something with a storyline, or they don't stay intrigued by the theme. when I was young, I couldn't give a crap about the storyline. I just loved the sets. But the kids now just want to watch. You know, they have Next Night's episodes. They had to make episodes. They had to make a website with, you know, mini films and all that kind of stuff about every theme they do now.
Well, this RB, this whole thing, you know, this whole you know, undercover city, you know, they try to get these ideas to get you know, the kids' attention captured so that they can actually then I guess rationale to keep a theme longer than there's quicker runs that they would prefer to use.
Yeah. Like,
well, it's not just sets, is it?
it's
It's video games and books and stickers and
That's right.
Exactly.
It's everything.
Exactly.
You know, I
No, you're right, James.
I couldn't have cared less about the storyline. I just loved sets.
Neither.
I loved I saw sets. I saw sets that I wanted, and that was it. You know, I think I couldn't care less about storyline.
Yeah, exactly.
But kids now, if there's no storyline, they don't stay intrigued. They don't stay wanting to buy sets or getting their parents to buy sets, and that's it. They'll just give up on that theme, and that's it. Done.
Which is a shame.
kids today.
Yes, kids today. My day, we walked 15 miles in the snow, and it was all bare feet, and nobody complained. But these
I
children...
walked 15 miles, and it was bloody Jack Stone. Oh, the disappointment was powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I feel so but Jack Stone.
Who else would like to be in on this topic? What other resurrected sets would you like to see, James? Anything from the Star Wars era, my good friend?
No, because I think the Star Wars stuff that they have resurrected, they've actually rebuilt them and done them well. Not all sets, but, you know, like the UCS sets and stuff like that, yes, they have made them better. But, yeah, I am a fan of old school castle and old school classic space.
Yeah.
Now, they might not bring back classic space, but I don't know, there's something to be said for the old school castle. And I think some of the appeal of Nexo Knights was the fact that it was castle based. They kind of, you know, added an element of fantasy to it as well, and that was kind of cool. But I don't know, there was something missing. And I think, yeah, maybe they should look back in, because, you know, it is a little bit of a link to the past, and like just some kind of medieval theme. So whether or not it's Vikings or, you know, the whole Game of Thrones thing, more kind of for kids, just without all the blood and family.
all the disembowelment.
Yeah, and
you look at the last one,
and yeah, just concentrate on the fun. But yeah, like, yeah, Black Knight, Dark Knight, the Dragons, all, yeah, good fun. It can be done, and I'm quite sure that it would be a popular enough theme worldwide to, yeah, give it a go.
well, you look at the last time they did a standard castle theme, which was, I believe, 2014. That was the last time.
What was it?
Where it was just called Castle.
Yeah.
And you know, those sets, that was also a 6-month theme, and then shortly after that they decided, nah, we can't do that. And I think Nexo Knights was brought out just to bring, you know, some more kids into the theme, to be interested in more Lego to buy, but it didn't really hit the mark. It did for a bit, and then it kind of fell off. But I didn't mind. I didn't mind the theme at all. I thought it was pretty cool. But I personally would like to see a standard castle theme, and you can tell that castle's popular not because of you know what people talk about it, because you go on eBay and Bricklink, people spend on just the last castle that came out, 2014, that big castle set. It retailed for $200. It's up to $450, $500 sealed in box, and people actually buy that. It's not sitting there; it's bought. People
they're great set, and like, it don't have to be castle. Like, it could be like medieval or medieval town. You know, people would go for that. And have it like instead of, for 1 year, instead of doing city, as in ye olde helicopter. No, but you could have like a city set, but everything's like Tudor.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
Yeah.
You know, like blacksmith shop and all that, you know.
Exactly, mate. You're right. You're right. There. There's a chance to do a series of modulars, harking back to old architecture like Tudor architecture.
Oh,
I think it'd sell massively.
Yeah,
Sure.
but imagine well, you could introduce your kind of like kind of the way that they like the Tudor would have their industrial, but they'd also have it as part of the city. So you have like a Docklands kind of thing with horse and carriages and stuff.
Imagine a medieval market square.
Well, that's been done before, but it'd be popular, absolutely.
It'd be very popular. I think it'd sell off the hook. One thing with Nexo Knights that I think they really didn't capitalise on was all the translucent orange parts were neon orange, so they fluoresce under UV light, and they didn't really capitalise on that factor of it. Whether they should have included a light brick that emitted really low band UV that was safe to sort of, if you stuck it up your eyeball, you still weren't going to fry your eyes out. I just think it's something there they missed out on, because a lot of those sets got parted out simply so people could stock up on UV parts. I must admit, I've bought a lot of Nexo Knights parts off of Bricklink just for UV orange stuff. So, yeah. I think also too though that based around the castle thing, because we keep coming back to this, I think quite often. Maybe there's a real chance there to do a medieval theme of custom minifigures. I think they'd sell quite well.
Ooh, hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not talking about knights. You could have one knight or something, or two knights, so you've got a pair of knights to joust. But I think if you did a whole series of medieval themed stuff, I think it'd sell quite well. Even down to the guy in the stocks.
Medieval town and they released the Maiden set, and you still sell them. See 3 or 4 minifigs selling for $30 easy. Why? Because they're female maidens, and
No.
All right. But yeah,
no, not Iron Maiden.
Well, no, I don't think they'll do that.
No, we'll move on.
I reckon we're good. Yes, all right.
But so I weighed in. I think with the 60 years of Lego, I think Lego has got an opportunity to resurrect some sets. I think they've got an opportunity to listen to AFOLs like us and really sort of weighed in on the opportunity where they have now to actually bring something back that would actually A, get a new audience, but B, also get us as Lego fans who know the history in a new light that is rejigged enough that is going to be good for the current set generation, but also good for us. And in something which I guess I don't see it being space, which they dabble with the Saturn V, they dabble with the women of NASA. I don't see that was really good enough to actually rekindle the right sort of fan base to actually get behind it enough. And though I know the Saturn V did get a lot of items sold, I don't think really they capitalized on it enough. And I think something if they brought back, whether it was a theme like the Orient set, that was quite good. I mean, the Orient set, we still can get them here on HK and at good prices, which is quite amazing. And then you have other sets where people are still looking for Indiana Jones sets. So if there's something that has got some historical educational sort of thing, like the Orient Adventures set, or something like the previous set I mentioned, that will the Explorers type thing maybe might be a good way that Lego could actually go.
I've seen Indiana Jones sets go for like 10 times their original prices.
Yeah, same.
Off the
Same.
chain.
Even
Yeah.
over here.
I
Even
think,
over here.
James has got
think-
one. He'll be right back.
I'm sure he will.
Well, I think most of the Indiana Jones well, they're not. The only one I'd say that's 10 times the price would be
The airship brings good money.
the.
The airship, yes.
Is that that was the Toys R Us exclusive, the Peril in Peru? That one.
Yep.
That I saw that sell on eBay last month for about 150. That was used with a box.
Really?
Not that bad. I think it retailed for 100, so that's not that bad.
No, not too bad.
Well, I
So
have
that one go for $900 new in box.
I
That's
have
ridiculous.
Wow.
That is ridiculous.
Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom
Yeah.
complete.
Yeah.
I don't have a manual. I don't have a box, but I do have linked to instructions. And other than that, it's complete and clean and all of that. I'm doing that for $275. Now, I did make comparison to international markets. There's pretty much nothing available. It's used, but there's nothing available in Australia at that price. I think there was somebody.
Hey Darren, talking about Peril in Peru, there's one on eBay, brand new and sealed with a starting bid of $220 and buy now $300.
That's
So if
cheap.
anybody's interested, poke me.
No, that is very cheap for that brand new in box because seriously, it went at Brick Bench last year for nearly $900. Well, it was only a few
That's-
dollars.
Wow.
No one's buying that. That's ridiculous. That is
That's
appalling.
Hey, the guy
If
sold them
eBay's,
both.
if eBay's the price that it is, it's ridiculous.
Depends on it depends on what was available at the time. If there was nothing available at the time, price can be through the roof.
Yeah, and I doubt anyone would be stupid enough to buy that though.
Someone did twice.
There's such a word as
$900.
stupid.
Someone
There's
did.
this word as stupid. It's dedicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Okay.
The flying wing set. I don't know what the name it was. The flying wing set though that was in the
Yeah.
The fight of
Yeah.
the fight
that one.
the fight
that one
on
went
the
for
flying
500.
wing.
Yeah,
that one
that's
went
not
for
worth
over 500.
that's
Yeah.
not worth that money.
No, it's not. But it's what it
Yeah.
went for.
No,
Yeah.
there was one
But
on.
I'll give him their dues. The guy that had those, the boxes were perfect. They were like immaculate, so.
They're boxes.
And it's it's different. Again, but for those people that want to collect that absolutely pristine item, they will pay for it. I mean, these are people. We're talking to people at that level. They have got their second childhood and they've got cash they never had when they were younger to buy them. And like I said to the guy that paid the top dollar for these, he goes, "Look," he said, "I've got 4 others at home, but the boxes are shit. They're in the boxes." He said, "Now I'll build them and I'll use them. I've got pristine boxes to display." So he was buying them for his kids. He wanted pristine ones for his kids to put a full collection together. He bought a full collection of all the Indiana Jones for each of his kids. So, and then he's bought other sets for him to build.
That's
So
There
they've
you
got
go.
all immaculate boxes and then all immaculate sets to go along with it.
Oh, nice, James.
So yeah. So
Yeah, I'd love
if
that.
anybody's interested. Oh yes, you'll get a different price. But
I still don't want it. I'd love it, but I'm not having it.
Yeah.
um,
I picked up the Indiana Jones set with the truck and the other set with the Jeep, so I was happy with that.
yeah.
oh, look, it's really cool, and it was a bitch to find because I had to get another. The piece that I had was damaged, like one of the curves, and then I had to get another curve from somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't easy to get because it's a separate gauge just for that set, and I think it's like a narrow turn, and it's complete, but it took a while to achieve.
James, how much do you want for yours?
I had $275. However, I haven't done a price check, so
I can get one on Bricklink for $130.
what? Okay, I'll definitely need to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I shall be moment.
And then that's missing a couple of minifigs, and then there's one that's complete $182.22. $182.22.
The minifigs, I'm guessing the minifigs that are missing are probably the ones that are worth $45.
Yeah, but there's
Mole
one here that $182.22 complete.
What country is it from?
Finland.
Okay, so usually what I'll do. Okay, yeah, I'll get the weight for it. It's about a kilo weight, so yeah, so yeah, $40 to $50 postage. Put it to that, and look, if anybody is interested in doing it, I can see what I can do to lower that. But again, I haven't checked the price in the last week, so I could check that. Actually, I'll do that right now.
Anyway,
but yes, I'm not.
Yeah.
So
So rebuilding this bus as we're talking on the side here.
Cool, man. Cool.
It's getting there.
if you'd like to put me up for a second there, Tim.
Yeah, mate. What do you got, bud? What do you got? What do you got? Oh, hello. Okay, present. Yes, go, Darren. Oh, hello. Classic.
That was my very first Lego set.
That is sweet.
And
Sweet,
I
man.
bought that. I bought another one a week later out of my own pocket money.
Yeah.
So I could build a triaxle caravan and a white station wagon.
No
Oh,
way.
It really annoyed me that I had to have a blue grill in a white car. So that really annoyed me. So I had to find a vehicle with a white grill in it really quick so I could build one. So, yeah, my thing was I wanted to build a white station wagon because we had a triaxle white caravan with a blue stripe. So I was able to use the plates out of the car to make the blue stripe. And and then I had to buy another one to get a vehicle with a white grille. So yeah, that was I'd like to see a sort of release in these sort of things. I'm actually trying to recreate that right at the moment.
Cool.
One of my mates has actually given me the tow hitch, so I can get a little bit closer to it.
Yep.
And now that I look at it closer, I realise I got the wrong coloured tow hitch off him. I need actually two different colours. So I'll be off to see you, Mark, shortly. I need the other colours that you offered me the other week.
Look out, Darren's coming. Darren's coming.
Blue, red, and a white one. I just took the white one. Now I realise I need a blue one and a red one. Anyway,
Oh, flip.
I'll have to go and check. I'll have to download the plans and get it properly. But what would I like to see come back? I think we all know by now I'd like to see Classic Space come back with a bit of a twist.
Yep.
And that being, I think it would sell very well. I really do. I think there's a huge market for that. Again, it's the people that it would have been aimed at originally and are now cashed up enough that they can afford to rebuy it and want to get their kids into it. And when you see the number of
kids love it.
Yeah, and when you see the number of it has got a cool play factor to it. And when you see the number of displays we see with Classic Space, I mean, really, there's some people building some monster layouts out there. We had one that was mainly monorail based the other week at a show myself and James done, and it did what did that cover? About 6 tables roughly, didn't it?
It was huge, but it was getting a lot of attention. Bear in mind, it was only a small group, but it got its share.
It got a lot of attention, and it was built with a fairly large crater around it, and so I'd like to see that come back.
But it's also simple as well. Like, it's not overly complicated. Like, yes, it can be complicated. Have a look at Benny's spaceships. It's a bit more complicated, but kids love that set. Adults love that set. So
I think another thing with Classic Space was too, though, that most of the biggest spaceships actually opened up in the rear to allow you to get something out of it. So that sort of added another play feature to it there that we don't get in a lot of sets now. So you sort of open it up and you either launch a satellite or another smaller spaceship or an Explorer or something like that. Yeah. Then you had the fact that it was the first time Lego actually introduced solid wheels, as in the balloon tires that came out with things that were really cool. I hated them in the day, actually. I hated those balloon tires that went on the cross axle. And now I really appreciate them for what they are. No, they were a really cool part. And they allowed you to do something a little bit different. And I mean, I can't find them now for love nor money. I've just tried to search Bricklink for them. They just don't seem to exist. They do, but like every time I find a shop that's got some, it's about the only thing they've got in there that I want. So I'm just not paying out for postage on one part.
No, not at all, mate. Not at all.
I've applied contacting people and said, do you live near somebody so-and-so so you can sort of just like deliver it to their store? Yeah, but no, I think there's a lot of stuff there that Lego could revisit quite easily and should look at doing. And this would have been the year to do it. It really would have been. With being the big anniversary it was.
Exactly.
I think, and it still might happen yet. We don't know. Could come around Christmas time and going, woohoo, we're going to get a heap of good stuff. And I mean, I think this is the year just test the waters. I mean, release a castle, release another classic space.
Yeah.
You know, Aquanauts, all that sort of stuff. Do some, maybe even have another crack at Jack Stone. I think Jack Stone actually has another life. I think it was at the wrong time. But Lego have had so many good lines. I think have missed their target market because they were released at the wrong time. I think they do well in the current market.
Agree.
I think that's the thing. I mean, I actually like a lot of the parts in the Jack Stone line. I never got into Jack Stone as such, but hey, give us some more chrome parts. You know?
And the problem is that a lot of people didn't get into Jack Stone because, well, it's crap, really. No, it really was
crap
poor.
It was crap for an adult, but not for kids. I had some.
and a lot of the elements they had in that they've kind of put into juniors, and they're going quite well. So you know, they're kind of doing it at the moment. But
kind of, sort of, yeah.
Right, yes. I just saw something. Now, in regards to that set, you were looking at 187 from Finland. Unfortunately, that has a few cracked arms in the minifigs. No, my minifigs are uncracked.
Unlucky.
Yes. So I'd be looking at.
They're not cracked, man.
They're not cracked, man. They're complete.
Well,
I'll be looking at the one that's in good nick. 220. So 220 plus postage.
And since when has this been James's "I'll sell it" post?
I don't know. He just took over, Darren.
I didn't bring it up. It was brought to me. I just had to embellish.
Cheers, mate.
And those, by the way, playing at home on the chat, yes, James does have a little link store going on, and he was keen to have people come to him and buy bits and pieces.
It's all for entertainment, nothing else.
Yes.
I aim to.
All right, guys, I am heading off.
Buy a Millennium Falcon.
I'm heading off, Timbo.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cheers,
Thanks for coming.
All right, mate. Catch you around.
I'll catch you later. Have a good one.
Yeah, mate. Okay. See you, mate.
See ya.
And that was RRB Ninjago. Yes. Anyway, building. I'm trying to do this bloody damn bus, which is giving me the real irks. As it's the screen's not focusing tonight. I don't know what's going on. Everything else is running smoothly, but the camera seems to be having technical glitches. But anyway, you get that. Yeah. Another exciting thing in Hong Kong. One day, ABC, she's gone stumm.
Yeah.
She's gone quiet. Quiet on the Western Front.
But
anyway, all good. Lego. Good for Lego. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I think Lego has an opportunity, as you say, for this momentous occasion this year to do stuff. And I think they need to... Oh, hello. What do you got there, Daz? Oh, hang on. Got to see this. Let's bring that.
Figures like that are the sort of medieval colonial type.
Mm.
Yeah, they've got a chance to come back, I reckon.
I agree.
That recreation stuff, and these are sort of figures that would probably really. I know so many guys that do this sort of recreation battle stuff, and currently do it with cast-lead moldings and whatever. But if the parts are available for them to do it in Lego, I'm sure they would do it.
Battle packs.
Medieval
battle pack.
Yeah, I've seen guys do it with like using stickers on torsos and that.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't do a lot of it. I mean, because you've got cannon barrels and you've got sort of wagon wheels that can be used for cannons and things like that. But if there was actually correct printed torsos like North and South, for America, for example, for Civil War, mate, you would tap the American market huge. You'd have to.
The problem is that whole war thing.
I understand it's a war thing.
It's not for Star Wars. I'm making a bomber. Come on. But,
I understand why, and I'm sort of agreeing on that too. I like Lego's line on that. But then again, you can't go there and then say, oh, but we'll have pirates.
Yeah.
Sort of like, pretty much the same, dude. Same, but different.
Not really.
It's one of those markets where you could tap a lot, though, if you're really, you don't have to go hardcore on it. It's just, got to give it a nod and you'd get.
Totally.
I'm not saying you actually market it as Civil War stuff. I'm saying you put a generic figure out there that's close enough that those guys will use it. And it's the same deal. It's like you just got to produce something close enough that they'll use it. And
we see a lot
of it. Be cluey on that one.
Yeah, we see a lot over here, Darren, with custom guys like Fox Bricks and another guy that does custom minifigures, and they do a lot of the US Army stuff. They do a lot of the Middle East stuff, and then they even try to do the Civil War stuff. And if those guys actually had something a bit more, not just their pad printed stuff that they exclusively get, but if they got other stuff which was more, Lego, proper Lego license stuff, or authorized Lego stuff, I think those guys, I think they would do a lot more displays and a lot more stuff using legit Lego than a lot of their own in-house custom stuff, which would be good. It'll be good. It'll be a good thing. It'll be a good thing.
I think there's room there for it, but we only got to look at how far Brick Arms have gone. They've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And I've been down that slippery slope. I've gone down that brick bloody slope. So actually, that's another thing. Shout out to Icy. He wants a Brickmania Brick Arms build off at some stage too. So get in line. Icy, get in line. We'll do this one first, bro. We'll do this one together. We'll do the Ford Focus or Fiesta. We'll do that together, and we'll But no, it's all good. It's all good. But Lego has an opportunity for the 60 years to do something, and it's something which even the little 60-year packs that came out, the celebration packs that come out with all the different bricks and that printed piece, that printed tile, they are still selling like hotcakes, which is a good thing. So Lego has to actually take note of that. And even the big red box, there's I can tell you, there's times where that just sells and it's gone off the shelf, cannot get.
Yeah,
it's phenomenal.
And again, those nod boxes, as I'm calling them now. You get one of each of those, and that's a damn good starting point for anyone getting into Lego now as their first buys. For under a couple $100, you've got yourself a really good assortment of basic Lego to start with.
Absolutely, yeah. And when you have as I reach under the desk here and grab, when you have you have these as well, and then you have the actual these little nod boxes. They're great.
Yeah,
not bad.
They're great to get your hands on, and I did pick this one up very cheaply because we all know Toys R Us is going the way of the dodo.
No, I haven't heard about that.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently they're going the way of the dodo, going out of business.
Really?
I thought they were becoming Toys R Us.
Toys are too bloody overpriced, R Us. That's what they should have been called.
Yeah, and that's it. And that it hasn't worked. Did they not realise that they actually had competition in the market?
No, not to them. They thought they could overprice things and be king shit, but it's bit them
having
in the ass.
Exclusives obviously wasn't enough. I mean, to
competition. They've got a giraffe.
Yeah, but the giraffe stuck his neck out too far. Yeah, I know. Sad.
He stuck his neck out too far.
But the thing is, with the whole Toys R Us saga is, okay, having exclusives was good, and it must have taken a hell of a deal with Lego to get all those exclusives.
Oh, it was. It was,
and it did bring you people into the shop, but they only got people in there really buying Lego when they had the exclusives and to get them. And didn't they realise that when you're only selling when you had an exclusive out there that you're overpriced the rest of the time? I mean, it's one of those cases where we won't just stick our prices for a sale so we can mark it down. We'll just stick it up all the time so it really looks like we have good specials when we have specials. It's like, no, you can't do it like that.
No, it just doesn't work. Well,
if you just have prices that are good enough that you're on special all the time, you sell well.
Yeah, exactly.
Rely on volume straight up, and you're going to do all right.
Yeah, well, it's now realised that for the stores here in HK, they weren't meant to be linked to the US group, but they are. And in saying that, that's how I got that yellow box at a bargain basement price, and also the new sort of 60 years red box. So, I grabbed them because I knew that they were damn good things to have for parts and parting out. And as James will know, when you're setting up Bricklink stores, it's good to have a lot of parts, whether you use them yourself or not, but they're great to have. And to get, just bags of just single coloured stuff, it's great to be so easy to pre-sorted stuff. You've got greens, so you can put that into your green cabinet straight away, and you go, hey, I'm set. I can say I've got 2x4 bloody light green brick. Done. Easy.
Well, it's good to know that you have a base amount of useful stuff, and just what I'm doing at the moment. I can't believe the amount of brick I put into this, and it looks the same because you use that small stuff that I would have sourced from those type of sets. So they are very useful just for anybody who wants to, have something. And if you're making a mock, having lots of small bits and pieces that you can swap in and out, very useful. And
it is, but that is one of the things, though. Those small parts, when you use more smaller parts, you're able to build in more detail, and you get something that looks a lot nicer. And it's all about that texture.
Well, I just made in here a little dovetail thing because I wanted to actually incorporate a hook here. Basically, I want to put some piping along the side or something. And in order to do that, I needed to basically redo the whole bloody thing. But I wouldn't have been able to do that without that small little niggly things that you just normally don't get because you only get a few in the box. So
and that's the thing, though. You've got to be very aware when you're buying sets of what's in them. It's nice to build what's on the box, and most people will build what's on the box and be happy. But I always look at what's in the box. I mean, everyone knows I don't build what's in the boxes. I shouldn't say everyone knows, but anyone that's been watching live knows I don't build what's in the box. I buy a box for what I can build out of it.
Yes, for all those playing at home, go back and watch it. Darren likes to actually part things out. He's very creative, don't you worry.
But I rarely build. I mean, I've built probably 3 models since I've got back into Lego from the plans. And it was simply because I wanted to build the one and I didn't actually build it from the plans. I built it from the box, and then usually get to the end and realise, I've got a couple of parts left over. What they do different than the plans, have to look back. But I built it to the plan so I can build another one and compare it because I've put my own mods into it. It's just so you put them side by side sort of thing and show that. And one of those is the 4x4 racer, the Octane racer. But yeah, it's just one of those things. You've got to look at what's in a set, what you're getting parts-wise, and not what it builds, especially when you start getting a fairly large assortment of parts. You need to know you've got some go-to parts, and that's the only way to source.
Getting excited for these, Cherie.
And welcome back, Cherie.
Can you hear us, Cherie? Can you hear us?
Yes, we did notice.
We did notice, yes.
Where did she go?
What happened?
She's being very quiet.
Are you doing a Humphrey B. Bear impression? Hello?
What was the cat?
The cat?
Yeah, there was Humphrey B. Bear.
Fat Cat. Fat Cat and Friends.
Fat Cat, that's right.
So,
Long
who's
time
going
ago.
to be Fat Cat?
Fat Cat and Friends. That's right. I remember Fat Cat and Friends.
Yeah, Fat Cat was a pet. Person of interest. Yes.
Personal interest. Anyway,
No.
I hear
Yes, we noticed.
the build your own brickhead is coming very soon, and I also believe the price point here in HK will be $250, which is not too bad. Not too bad.
Dollars?
$250 HKD, Hong Kong dollars, dude.
What's that in Australian?
Oh, AUD. Let me get my calculator
Let's
out. And I'll tell
say
you.
what? 69.95. Something.
Possibly,
Yeah.
possibly. But I'm looking forward to that set. I'm looking forward to build your own brickhead because the only one I got and built was when I got Cherie the Master Wu. I got one for myself, so that's all cool. He is. But the build your own will be good. Build your own brickhead. And I've seen some of the guys in the US. I think Spirit Particles, she's built her own. I think Beta Brick's done one. I think Bricksmith's done his own. So, yeah, we can get an official Lego one too and do that, which would be a bit of fun.
So who's going to be the first person to do a build your own brickhead max headroom?
I don't know. I don't know, Darren.
That could be interesting.
That could be interesting.
Max headroom.
ABC
up,
disappeared again. What's going on?
Hey?
Mhm.
Oh, ABC's disappeared again. I think she might be having some internet issues.
Oh dear. Internet.
Yes.
Internet.
Malarkey.
So
Malarkey. Yeah, good
Yeah.
stuff.
So I'm wondering why we haven't seen the Minecraft blockhead yet, or brickhead yet.
The Minecraft brickheads. Oh.
Minecraft chicken! Minecraft chicken! It had to be said.
Oh, dang.
It was gonna be said.
It's going to be said, yeah. It's going to be said, all right.
But
But it's
So
all
it just
good.
makes sense to me. You know, they're just begging for it.
Yeah, totally. Totally. I'm still trying to get this part of the bus. How? Any ideas, boys? I got this bit here. If my camera's going to focus.
Yeah.
Focus. Okay, that bit is where I'm going to put the wheelchair bay, yeah?
Yeah. Ah. Yeah.
And I'm trying to actually get it level, but I'm trying to get it so that I can actually put in the wheelchair. Where did I put that wheelchair? Oh, here it is. Here's one I prepared earlier.
hello, Mr. Wheelchair Man.
Yes. I want her to sit in like this. Someone playing Silly Bug is timing me people
Hey,
out.
Spongo's in the house.
Spongos! Spongo's garden is alive. Awesome. Lit. Spongo's chicken. He stirred the Yanks up on the on Brick Smith's stream the other week, and he had about 4 different aliases, and they were confused. Who exactly was he? Good on you, Spongo. Hi, Spongo. Hi, Spongo. Nice to see you there. Yeah. So anyway, that's cool. But you know, there's a lot of themes and a lot of opportunity that Lego has got this 60-year anniversary. So let's wait and see. What comes up, what happens, and yeah, so certainly that's pretty cool. But the other thing from Lego is, what did you find, Jazz? comment in the chat?
Spongo, he's that's not. No way, that is not me. It's my replacement.
It's not me. It's my replacement. But certainly, with the old fishing village, there are still these on the pad wall over here, which is good because there's a lot of people trying to build bigger mocks of that fishing shop, which is good.
There's plenty of that on the wall.
There's a fair bit in the Sha-Tin store I saw last week. The Mongkok store hasn't got any, and I haven't been to Causeway Bay for a week or so. But yeah. But
you might have to do us a video of what's on your walls, dude, and we'll have to send you a big pile of cash, I think.
Yeah, buddy. We will have to do that for sure. And I hear that the white 1x1 is coming back in, so hopefully we can get you enough of that you need.
Hello.
Hello.
1x1 plate, that is, James.
James.
Hello. Don't care. Hello.
Hello. Don't care. He wants to make an order.
Yeah, I've actually ordered a couple of boxes. I've got box of 2x2 in the blue. I use this lighter blue here, which I found out is medium blue.
Medium blue, yeah.
Coming, and I'm ordering a box of 2x1 white plate. So I can do a brick-built building.
Oh, nice.
I've decided after some consultations with my mate James that I'm going to redo my series of land speed record ones to 48x48 rather than 32x32.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, it makes them a bit bigger, but I think it does them justice too because it's the last one I did when I rebuilt it. It just wound up packing too much detail into too small a space. It didn't do it justice.
And the other thing I saw here that was marked down at that same Toys R Us store, they had the speed, not speed champion, they had the speed record car marked down from 99 to it was selling for $80, which was
which one's
little
that?
Bit. Your Octane speed jet car that you like was
right,
usually
the little one.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, the little one. But they marked that.
You're talking Hong Kong dollar there, are you?
Yeah.
Because they're down to about 15 here now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. So
cool.
It's one of those sets, though. I was a little bit disappointed in it, but hey, if it gets the kids into that sort of stuff, great. You know, I will end up sticking a nod to that particular vehicle in the workshop, but I might do it as a crashed version.
Oh,
and you've got to have them in all sorts of states of repair, mate. You just you don't build these fast cars and not occasionally crash them.
Well, that's it. You go fast or go home.
Exactly. So by going to the next level, it allows me to put sort of a second and third level in it as well, as far as going to like an office level, and then another workshop or research and development office level, and then the actual main workshop.
Nice.
So without making it be overcrowded. So that's the one that's the main centerpiece of the whole display. And that will be, as a result, it'll be the major research and development type center type workshop with all the sort of, it'll have mills in it and lathes and all the bits to make everything on site sort of thing. And then, as I said, I'm going across to the other ones, which is the bottom end of the chain will be sort of so I want to do about 5 to 7 different layouts. And what the bottom end of the chain is the guy that's in his backyard who's got really kick-ass hot rods that go fast, but his sheds are falling down around his ears, sort of like on the fishing shack type of level, where everything's sort of falling down around his ears, but his hot rods are cool.
Yeah, well, that's good. Is Cherie trying to do her Cousin It impersonation?
Yeah, looks like it.
Hey, imagine that Addams Family. Oh, wouldn't that be good? Lego, come on.
Yeah.
Lego, come on, Addams Family.
There has been a couple of people do a nod to the Addams Family.
Yeah, I've seen
as
that.
well as to the Munsters. I think the Munsters would be a really cool series to do too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Between the two, Addams Family, absolutely. Munsters just seem like a half-assed copy of it. And like...
Yeah, interesting.
Between the two, the Addams always win. Sorry.
I actually prefer Munsters over Addams Family, but there you go.
Is it a bit
Does that
like that
explain-
rugby versus?
Does that explain a lot,
football
does it?
type? Yes.
Apparently it does. Apparently it
Oh,
does.
No, well, it's yeah. Well, let me go. I'm a sick person, but yeah, Adam's Family is more sick, whereas Munsters is more.
Comical.
No, Munsters is more of a sitcom, isn't it? Whereas
Yeah,
Adam's
I
Family
like
is
them both,
wow,
don't get me
you
wrong,
went
hey.
there.
It's a very fine line between the two.
Yeah.
But for me personally, the reason why I prefer Munsters over Adam's Family is all the George Barris cars, mate. Come on, really. That was
All the
Yeah.
chrome.
All
Yeah.
the chrome.
no,
Here we go.
actually, mainly gold.
Oh, the gold.
George
gold has
Barris. George Barris.
I know,
A lot of
a
gold,
whole-
polished brass on the.
A lot of gothic humor. A lot of like. I was never an emo kid, but yeah,
Yeah.
there's some good
Just
gothic humor.
give me a minute, and I'll see if I can find one of the George Barris Lego cars.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, there has been some people do some pretty cool ones. I'll have to see if I can find one.
No.
So if I look like I'm drifting off into outer space, it's because I'm
Looking. Yeah.
actually searching.
What's up, ABC? You're doing your cousin Ed impersonation. What's going on? What's happening? People playing funny games?
Hi.
James.
You know. How about you open your mouth and we talk for you? No.
She's not happy. She's hot. I think she's too hot. It's still warm in Queensland. It's starting to warm up over here. And it's a concern because if it's starting to hit 30s already, it's we're going to cop it something severe in summer. Go away, fly. Fly, thank you. Goodbye. Shoo, fly. Don't bother me. Anyway. So, what else? Hey, how's your build going, James?
Oh, I just got a mess. You sure? I only just got onto Messenger now, so.
Oh, okay.
Just got a message. Yes. So what I've done. Running over bricks with my chair. Yes.
Well, that's a good way to.
So.
Lego a boost line. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. So it took a little while, but the
Yep.
difficulty that I had was trying to get like the curve as smooth as I can. So basically, what I'll be doing is replicating that on the bottom, and then having a
Yep.
flat section, make it more tubular as much as I can. But then I can have like detail and stuff in the middle there. But in order to do that, I had to basically lift that up. Yeah. So
Yep.
hang on. Put together too well. Now I can't take it off. Yeah. So got those
Oh, they're good.
with alternate placeholders,
Yes.
so that I can fit them in like so,
Mhm.
and then yeah. So this is going to be the tricky area because there is a little bit of a hole there, but because it's actually uneven, so one side is sloped and the other side isn't. I've got to work on that. So always something to do. So
yeah, of course. But I think a Thai bomber has got that, that sort of unique sort of characteristic shape. So
yeah, and like well, I have to actually change this out to be like half the length. So
yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to say to get it proportional, you would have to make a small one.
Well, the second one would be starting here, I think.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might keep it like that, but kind of, make it deeper because I could actually make it part of the superstructure itself, holding it together. So, or at least have something in the middle holding it to the next, as a secure support thing. I don't know. I'll think of it. Think something.
Yeah, you'll come up with something, mate. But it's
or just pull it out and do it again, which I've done several times.
Yes, I know all too well doing this bloody bus. I'll just pull this apart for the sixth one.
If you want to tick me up on screen share, mate.
Oh, hello.
I just found a couple of the George Barris cars. So there's the Munster.
Oh my god.
and the Munster Racer, Coffin Racer from Munsters Go Home.
Oh my god!
There is a lot of custom chrome parts in those, but regardless, they're pretty.
Holy dooly.
I'll just put up another one. Just give me a second to get in there.
That is cool.
This is another one that's been done. Now this is a slightly bigger version of the Barris Munster coach, and they've put some pretty sweet detail into that at that scale.
Wow.
I have seen another version done without the blockhead Herman Munster.
Yeah.
At about that scale or maybe slightly bigger. And the detail they managed to put into it was immaculate.
But they've already done that style before with Monster Fighters.
Yeah,
They've done
that's where Monster Fighters came from. I just said it'd be cool to do. Monster Fighters was pretty much, let's just say, was Munster's cross Adams family, and let's not pay any IP. You know?
Yeah, more or less. More or less.
More or less. You know, maybe whacking a bit of Buffy the Vampire Slayer influence there as well, and you know.
Haytan.
Right.
Haytan's in the chat. Hi, Haytan. That's awesome. That's awesome. That is really good. Oh, I like that, Darren. That looks really cool. That looks really, really cool. Nice.
Yeah, so I've looked at doing them as well. The actual coffin car from Munsters Go Home. For many years, I have wanted to build a drag car based on that particular vehicle. Front engine, rear seat dragster. And I mean, and the fact that you can get paid good money for exhibition drag racing too makes it worthwhile trying to build a car like that fairly accurately, because you'll get paid show money to just appear. But the problem is, going to race something like that, to actually become a good crowd car, you would have to be running it on pure alcohol to really get the crowd in. And I don't think I really want to sit and sweat in pure alcohol. Those cars are rather dangerous.
Yes. Bang. Goodbye.
Well, yeah, you sort of make pure alcohol worthwhile to run. You've got to run a bit of nitro in it, and
Yes.
engine
Hello.
bills can be rather high for those old school engines. So,
oh hell yeah.
I did actually start collecting parts one a few years ago, and I'd found a really sweet Ford flathead to use, and it's a lot of old school hot rod parts to put on it. And one of my mates was going to sponsor me. He actually was an undertaker, and he was going to give me a full-on coffin to body it with. And I said, dude, it's too damn heavy. All I want's all the goodies off of it, the handles and stuff.
Yeah.
He's gone, oh, easy, you know, that's the easy bit. He said, you realise that, like, they're not cheap, but, you know, he said, that's easy. The bodies for those sort of coffins are expensive. And I've gone, no, I just need one to make a fiberglass mould of. Who wants a heavy body coffin? And all my missus at the time could say was, yeah, that'd be right. You're going to go and kill yourself in it. You've already got your coffin with you. Good on you. Make sure your life insurance is good. Yeah,
oh no!
Why not?
Oh no! Oh,
but I did have a pretty cool 8th scale model of it at one stage that I built that had a nitro powered home built flathead in it. When I had my full machine shop, I actually built a flathead side valve engine. It actually had proper operating side valves in it, and at 8th scale, and it used to sound pretty sick because the flatheads use a single plane crank, so they're really lumpy. And they sound really sweet, but it used to be able to spin go-kart tires pretty easily.
Oh, hello! Would you ever? Oh my god, that's just shame.
Yeah, pistons are about 20-cent piece size, so you know, like plenty of more, and
that's awesome.
Good size engine, but. Anyway.
James, just a question I have in the background of your place. Is that a proper scale model of a Melbourne tram on your shelf next to the Legos bolognese sauce?
Yes, it is. You dog, you. Yes, it's actually a 2010 brick engine tram that I engineered.
I like it. I like it a lot. That's why I raised the question, because I think it looks quite good, mate.
Yes, that would be for another discussion at another time. At the moment,
it is a very nice build.
There are a few plans for said tram and other tram designs, but I'm not at liberty to discuss them at this stage.
Okay, all good.
But
all
yes, it is a very tasty model. And no, I haven't tried it.
You haven't tried any Lego.
And no, this isn't a lubricant to get it down because because these are crunchy. Are kind of no. Yeah,
and
it is.
And you don't happen to be a professional regurgitator by any chance, no.
No, and if I want to do that, I'll probably start with the small stuff. No. Yeah, it's actually it's a copy of a model
nice.
with a few extra
Bits and pieces.
amendments. Amendments is probably the best word. And yeah, that's from a W class tram. Parts wise, it costs as much as I made it a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Back then it cost about $160 plus. But bear in mind some of those parts which were difficult to get. They've released the 60th anniversary packs and stuff like that, which makes some of those parts easier to get. But there are parts and certain colours and parts that are still not
hard to get your hands on. Yeah.
So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I'll be excited to see what you have in plan for that, James, because I see it there sitting on the shelf. I saw it Friday and I'm like, that's bloody good. I like it. I like it a lot.
There's a reason why I have all these things around. It's a point of conversation. But yes, it's definitely something that different parties would be looking into in the future. Whether or not that future is this week, next year, wherever, I don't know. Like I personally like trams, not crazy like, but I do appreciate history and stuff like that, and I appreciate models that actually look like what they're supposed to be, and so that works.
I personally would have to say I think he's done a damn good job on that, and I like it a lot. So
I can't claim it. It's somebody else's. Cherie.
Yes, what's up, Cherie? Getting hot. She's getting hot.
Is Cherie available at the moment?
ABC, what's up? Are you getting overheated? Overheated? Overheated up there?
We can't hear you. It's hot.
It's hot. Okay.
Cherie, is your microphone working?
Well, don't worry. We'll if anything's all good and fixed, we'll pop you on and just give us a signal, and we'll shut up.
Yes. Anyway, that's all good. Nikki Brickosaurus is in the house. Oh, that's good. Good to see Nikki. Heidi ho, Nikki. Nice to see you there. Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you in the house. Shout out to you. There's a few Oompa Loompa Balumpas are hanging around. Brick 2, Brick 6, Brick 7. We know who that is. Anyway. Anyway, moving on. Building. So, I need to work out how to get this damn thing. Yeah, where's that? Yeah, doing the inside of this so I can fit the wheelchair in, and rejigging the actual doors on this, because I had an issue with the doors that were opening the wrong way.
Do you so how are we going to do it? Is it do you have like a ramp that comes up and then lowers, or is it like a flat bottom bus, or how are you?
I've got a piece underneath. I haven't attached it yet. That will come out. It will actually slide out on a rail.
That's an extra two. What is it?
Yeah. You're right. Yep, you're right. And that's why I've raised the height of it, James. I've also going to put these wheels on the bus, which are the bigger truck wheels, and then put a brick on top of here to raise the height of it to give it some clearance.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be doing that, and it will be what's this? I got basically a few sets of wheels there. So we'll be setting up an axle underneath, so they will be able to house underneath it.
Yeah, because I don't know what they do in different states, but they kind of they have the big wheels so that they sink. Yeah, they sink down.
You see that brick there?
Yeah, that'll be ideal.
You see
What
that
brick?
one?
Hang on, let me bring you up. Oh, yes.
You can use that one for a slide.
Ah,
Okay.
damn.
With, just let me source one.
Okay.
You combine it with this particular brick.
Oh, yep. I have those. Yes.
And they slide together very well.
Ah,
Okay,
really?
very smooth sliders. Okay.
Brilliant. I'll be doing that.
You can just use a plain tile in there.
That's what I had. That's what I actually had.
But that particular brick there just seems to slide a little bit easier. And then you could use that one for the platform,
fair income.
But, that particular groove brick is a really good one.
Damn.
I do actually have a fair few of those, so I'm about to do you a care package up. I'll send you something, mate.
Okay, sweet. No worries, mate. Not a
Because
problem.
I collected a whole pile of them for a project, and I've got way more than I'll ever use probably. So.
Oh, cool, sweet. Because that would do that ramp perfectly for me, so I can actually have the bus turn up at the actual bus stop, and then it can slide out, and then the wheelchair can go up and in.
Yeah, and it's something you could actually motorize quite easily too, so you could have it sitting there and just going in and out.
Oh, dude, I like that too.
If you then worked it so the doors open at the same time, it'd just be because things don't actually have to move, as in move around to look good. If you've just got bits of something moving, so as an example, if you had the bus actually set up really, really trickily, so it actually the whole bus squatted. And then allowed the platform to shoot. Then as it squatted, then the platform shot out and opened the doors, so it was all at ground level again.
Ooh.
That would be really sweet.
That would be off the chain. I like that.
It wouldn't be hard to do either. It'd be pretty easy because you're going to use the much bigger wheels and give yourself plenty of room under the body of the bus.
Yep.
You've got plenty of room to hide the mechanism to do that.
Well, that's the underside I've got so far, Dan.
Yeah, but you could build it a lot more open than that to get a mechanism in.
Oh yeah, no, I could.
Yeah,
that's only framework at this stage.
Yeah, so using a couple of offset sort of cams and stuff like that, you could just get it to squat quite easily using a young worm drive box or something like that. I reckon quite easily. I'll have a chat with you later on that one, but I think the whole bus to squat would look good because here in Australia, a lot of buses now will squat the left-hand front wheel to get the steps closer to the ground. But when they've actually...
What is an Asian bus? You do want to get it in the squat, wouldn't you?
Beg your pardon?
Sorry, what? Nothing. Never mind.
He's having a joke.
Yeah, but some of the later model buses where they actually have wheelchair access, they'll either have the whole front well section will drop down once the wheelchair is on it, or they'll have a centre, as you've done with the centre section opening for a wheelchair, and the whole bus will actually squat to allow the ramp to come out.
You're such a know-it-all, Darren.
Oh, hello.
I just watch things. I observe.
He's a good observationist, and I appreciate his information because it's going to help me in this build.
Part of being a photographer, I think, is you're not a good photographer unless you're good at observation.
Observationist, yes. Yeah. So anyway, we're busily trying to do that, but it is a decent sized build. So
yeah, good.
Yeah.
Have you seen the that recently tandem steer buses have made a comeback?
Yes.
Maybe do something like that as well.
Oh, okay.
We've got now double deckers over here on the run to the airport that have actually got twin steer under the front of them. Very reminiscent of the old Leyland buses that used to use that setup. I'm just going to see if I can find. So again, if I drift off and look like I'm in the middle of nowhere, it's because I'm trying to find a very sweet Lego bus.
Yeah.
Based on one of the local airport buses.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because we have double-decker buses all throughout HK. So, I mean, I may do one of those at some point, a K&B double-decker bus, but at this stage, it's just going to be a single-level bus. But I can always mock it up to make it a double-decker at some stage anyway. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. The process so far has been pretty cool, so I'm enjoying that. It's just I'm just finding little things along the way to try to actually get things to sit properly. But yeah. Are you attacking? What are you doing, James? Attacking Lego or tripping over things? What's going on, ABC? You've gone quiet. What happened? Audio problems?
What do you mean I've gone quiet?
Oh, you went quiet a little bit before. I don't know. Are we all good?
I'm fine.
Okay. You seemed a bit overheated, and I hope that the heat's not getting too much. Oh, here we go. It's we've got Darkside. Hi, Darkside. Nice to have you in the chat. Hi, DS. Nice to have Darkside in the chat. Yeah. So anyway, what other things are you got planned coming up? Anything coming up, ABC? That no. Just getting you and hubby getting your hands on these brickheads, yes? Very exciting. Oh, and the doggy, I got the doggy. I had to get it Tuesday, but it's been put aside. So all that can be put in one pack and sent across to you, which is good. So hubby will be happy. You have your little Year of the Dog set, and everything will be hunky-dory, and you can do a Brickheads live build, which would be cool.
Oh, we got to do the speed champions first.
Oh yes, you still got the other. You got the McLaren set, don't you? Or
we got a whole bunch of the singles and one that has two. I don't know.
Okay.
All the new ones that are like single, like cars.
Oh, so hang on, let me put the headset down. I'll grab mine.
Can't find it.
Arg!
What the hell was that?
Arg. Arg.
Arg is a talk like a pirate day.
Arg. Arg.
These ones, Sherry.
Which ones? What?
These cars you got to build.
Those and some others.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Big W is selling the Porsche Twin Pack for $36.
Don't tell me that.
I'm very tempted to get some more.
Are you really, James?
Oh, well, I've already got it, but
have you?
I've got some very nice green parts, and I do want to make a little well, another Porsche, why not? But the Android robot, and it has like it pretty much uses all those parts. So in those colors. But and then I can have like another 911.
Darkside Brick says his table is finished.
Wow.
Oh, his display.
His display.
Display. Is it really? I was just reading through the chat. I'm probably about 4 minutes late.
That's cool.
Yeah, Darkside Bricks has been working on a mock. It's quite sizable. It's awesome.
A big mock, yeah.
Has to do the Bundaberg brick event.
Oh, really? That's gonna be good.
This is no good. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. No, that's gonna be awesome, ABC. He's finished that.
Oh, thumbs up means yes?
Yes.
Oh!
Have you posted update pictures?
Yeah, I hope so. We've got to have a look. That's really cool. Yes.
So I I haven't been able to find the Lego version, but I can show you the bus that it was built from.
Yep.
So if you just put me up on screen share for a moment there, Tim.
Okay. Yes. Here we go. Oh, hello. Skybus.
So that's our latest Sky buses we've got running out to the airport here.
Nice.
They apparently offer a very good ride having the extra axle under the front. So a lot smoother. They don't sort of roller coaster as much as the older ones used to.
Yeah.
Not as good as a train, though.
Hey?
Anyway. Not as good as a train, though.
Yeah, good.
But, you know.
Yeah, good on you, James.
So that's,
good on you.
And they used to do that layout in a single decker, with Leyland used to do them.
Yeah.
Layout,
Leyland used to make a bus. Yeah, I remember
but it
that.
used to have a much smaller front wheel on it, though.
Yes, it did.
Now
Yes,
a lower walk-through deck.
No,
Okay, I just lose that one. I
Yeah.
found it, while I was just looking for that, though, I did just happen to find another rather interesting picture.
Oh, yes, it fits. Fantastic.
Hang on. If I can get it to come
Come on,
up.
James.
Fantastic.
We
I'm
were
awesome.
speaking about Classic Space before. Someone built this monster.
Whoa! No way! No way!
Put it up so
That's
everyone can see.
nuts. I have. It's up. It's up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a bit different.
Oh my! Is it what? That is just. That's off the chain.
So somebody made a giant penis.
Oh, James.
I think they might have been overcompensating for something, but yeah, you know. Like,
James, you had to
but
go.
still, it's not bad. Not bad.
You had to go
looks-
there.
Well, what's it look like? Other than that or a big giant blue turd. It's one of those two.
A giant blue turd.
What does? It's one of the
So we
two.
need a whole pile of Smurfs for breakfast.
Hey!
Oh no!
It's gonna come out after a big coffee. Yeah,
It's gonna.
should have like some dots in it just for the blueberries. Yeah.
Oh,
There we go. So I just finished that.
Yes.
Okay. So what we're looking at
I heard
is
you got
just
all excited, which was good.
yes. So just there. Basically,
Yeah.
what I wanted to do was make it as flush as possible.
Mm.
So I did that. Hooray for me! And yeah, on the
Hooray.
other side. So
Oh man, hilarious stuff.
Still need those 2x3 slopes.
stand by. That's all I can say.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all right.
Stand
No,
by.
I just haven't gone looking for them yet, that's all.
Stand by, he says. Oh goodness me. Yeah, but yeah, we have those double deckers all over HK. So I think I will have to do a KMB bus at some point, but not right now. I just want to focus on getting the city, the roads in. I still got to do the rest of the layout behind. And
Okay, I have to share this. Joe just sent me a picture.
Joe did.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody knows. I'm not really keen on spiders. Okay, so
He's been on a
that
rest.
is not a request. That is not a request.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. Okay.
never
But
mind.
Joe just sent this. Can anybody see that?
Oh
No.
my.
You're just a
What?
blurry mess.
Actually got a redback spider,
Mhm.
which is there. So he
Yeah,
got
a
a
real one.
redback spider.
He's
Yeah,
got a
so-
real spider.
He got a real.
Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up one more
Sorry,
time.
I'll just bring it up. Yeah, sorry.
Hold
got
up
a
so I can put it
real-
100%.
A real redback spider, which
No way.
if
That
anyone
is so
from Australia
legit.
doesn't know, it's an extremely
Deadly
aggressive, deadly spider.
Spider that will kill you.
He's pissed it off.
Yeah,
Put it
he's
into
pissed
a
it off,
Lego
all right.
block and taking a picture of it. And I'm literally getting chills just looking at that. I'm like, no, I wouldn't do that. So thumbs up for Joe for doing it. Slightly crazy. I
Yeah,
wouldn't do that.
Slightly bizarre, slightly mad, but
It looks
anyway,
good.
good on you.
But I've got goosebumps and I'm not very happy. No, not at all.
That's just as bad as having a Chinese copper in your toilet.
Again, not happy about that.
I wasn't happy about that either when I had a Chinese copper in the toilet. That's not very fun.
No,
That's not fun at all.
You know, that's a great way to get rid of any
house guests you don't want.
Any blockages that you might have internally. You see a snake. Colonic irrigation, just out of Cobra. That'll do it. Surefire way. Like, evacuation complete. Gone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Poor Chinese Cobra. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to evacuate my bell on top of his head.
Oh, no. Ew. What?
Oh, look, it's really not that gross considering
what's the Cobra doing there? You're not supposed to insert it? No.
What was that? What was that, ABC? Not considering what?
Okay, you just pushed me past the point of no return.
Hi! What,
Sorry.
inserting snakes? No.
Inserting snakes. Oh, shit.
Oh no. Come on.
I wish I could just do this and a little curtain would appear because I kind of feel that is needed.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
All right, can we take a completely different tack for a moment?
Yes, we can. Please, Cherie.
I want to ask a question.
Yes.
What is everyone's opinion on something winning Best in Show when it includes things that are very clearly not Lego?
No, it shouldn't be included.
Shouldn't be included, should not be allowed.
All right,
it's not best.
Can you see that?
I'll bring you up on present. Hang on.
Oh, that's Brickvention, isn't it? Was that the same thing?
No, this is Bricolade. Can you quite clearly see that the hands of the clock are not Lego?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the Best in Show.
No.
No, that's not on.
Allowed, in my opinion.
That's not on.
No.
And if I
No.
can find the one
What
that's
about
runner-up.
What about the like? Is that just the clock face they just inserted into it?
Yeah, it was a grandfather clock. It was quite large from what I saw in pictures.
So is the whole clock face non-Lego?
Although the numbers don't look. Well, sorry, the numerals don't look.
Yeah, I think all the numbers don't look like they're Lego either.
Yeah.
No.
No.
The whole clock face is not Lego.
No.
I'm just trying to scroll forward to see.
Don't get me wrong. Nice build for the rest of it, but no.
Okay.
But ain't Lego.
So I think it was the base one, but
Oh,
that's
come on, you stupid
not nice.
iPad. I want to look at this one.
What?
Hang on.
It'd be a bit like me taking our cuckoo clock off the wall here and just building a Lego case around it and saying, "Hey, you know."
Okay, this came second. Now
Wow.
this is
And that's brick built.
that is huge and it is brick built.
Yeah, that's incredible work.
That's
Given
really
that
good.
it is somewhat based off a pirate Lego statue, but it's just its bones basically. But the rest of it is all unique.
Well, that's off a minifig though, isn't it? Like it's a bit different.
Oh god,
there
we
goes
lost
Tim.
him.
We've lost Tim.
Hurrah, CCP.
But yeah,
Does that mean
I
that we'll be
hate
kicked
to
off?
be that opinionated person, but I think that that should have won,
Yeah,
not the clock.
I agree. If that's anywhere near as good a quality as it looks, what were the judges thinking?
I saw photos of it before it went to the show.
But who voted? What was it?
I have
An
no
AFL thing,
idea
or they just
I
bring
have
the people
no
off the street?
idea.
Or?
who the judges were and what their criteria was. But I looked at what came first.
They're in two different leagues.
I'm like, okay, yeah, the clock is huge, and maybe it was a working clock, but it wasn't all Lego. So
yeah, no,
yeah. No, it needs to be.
And not only that, from just what you've shown me there, they're in two totally different leagues. They're not even in the same zone.
No.
Well,
that figure is just off the chain.
So, Tim Burton.
Yeah,
that's his work.
Yeah, and if it's Tim's, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who built it.
Yeah.
If it's Tim's, it's still good. I don't care who built it. That's a good figure.
No, but what I mean is that, I don't know, maybe they wanted to...
That might have had a bit of impact on who actually was judging, though.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I know.
Obviously, there's people who have no idea about Lego.
I'll put the controversy in there. Knowing the crap that's gone over there, that would be enough to put him out of contention.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not right.
And
Shouldn't be what.
It isn't right.
I don't care if everyone hates the builder. If they put up something good enough to win, they should be. Yeah.
Well, let's be honest, and this has happened somewhere else. If you don't like the builder, don't invite him in.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it's not the lug that actually runs the show; it's the convention center. So.
Yeah. And that's when you have to bring in judges that are impartial and don't know anybody in the scene.
Oh, I have a feeling that they might have been impartial people. I think they just don't know Lego.
I get really annoyed when, for example, our show gets judged, all the name tags are up and everyone's names are on them. That shouldn't have any bearing on it, and it did. I know it did this year, and that's wrong. You know, that if there's any other thing.
I also hate the fact that if you don't have a tag up, you don't get judged.
Yeah.
Like, can't they just say, okay, we like this one. Who belongs to this one?
Yeah.
Like, why does there have to be a tag? Like, the tag tells you bugger all about the design.
Yeah.
Like, you know, only the few know exactly how many Lego bricks they've got in their model.
Yeah. I did an accurate count on my neighbours from hell, though, just because I wanted to. I knew down to the exact
but, you know, and it's also a case of the little models, like anything that's small, never gets a look in.
No, and it doesn't. That really annoys me. It's got to be.
You look at what got first and what got second, the biggest things at the show.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, that captain or whatever it is very cool and a neat concept and everything like that.
I think considering we've had Timmy drop out and we'll have to consider this is going to time out as any shortly, maybe we should wrap it up.
Yeah,
we might actually.
And we'll just all say you hang up thing.
You hang up.
No.
You hang up.
Well,
Tim's not coming back if he's not coming back.
We'll hand it over to you, Cherie, to time it out.
Hang on, who's on the screen actually? It would be James. James, you're gonna have to say goodbye, James.
Say goodbye to all that company.
Howdy how.
Right. Well, so who are we today? So participants. Oh. Okay. Right. Well, there's 10 watching now at the moment. So thank you all for coming along to Tim's Super Sunday Lego stream. Much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you click on the notification bell so you know when we're coming out next. I won't be able to tell you personally when they're coming up next, but I'm sure that the bell will.
Yes. Wednesday inside the brick box.
Boom. Yes. And yes, important.
Tim's back. We got Tim back. Woohoo!
Scratch that.
I'm back.
We were just signing off.
We were just signing off. We weren't coming back, mate. I knew that would be a sure certain sign.
No, I got it up and